I do not intend to produce my own movie, Godons.
Can you no carry a car? That is the TV. Swap. Let the badge bring the GTV car. Where? 100 million. Like GTV on Galway got that color. Oh, but what happened? Who died?
Nigerian comedians going into movie production has now become a trend, with the likes of AY, Bovi, and Basketmouth producing their own movies. HipTv sought to know from Godons if he would follow in this trend, and this was his response.
Well, I do not intend to produce my own movie, but I'm very comfortable acting. I have featured in 1 or 2 movies before, and it was quite interesting. But the truth of the matter is I enjoy staying in my lane. For the fact that someone else is progressing in his own field is not attractive to me at all. All right, I'm very comfortable with this comedy I'm doing. It's what I derive joy from. So even though I have featured in a movie before, I do not intend to produce one myself.
If you weren't into comedy, what else would you be doing?
If I wasn't doing comedy, honestly, I would have been a pastor by now. Honestly, it's strange, but I would have been a pastor by now, honestly. That's because somehow, you know, I'm not too sure if I have the call yet, but I sense something like that. But maybe if I wasn't doing comedy, maybe I'll be pastoring or leading a church or a fellowship or something. Hallelujah. It's so amazing that I came to Asaba. You couldn't even clap for me. What have I done?
Unlike many of his colleagues, Godons has successfully kept his family away from public eye. HipTv sought to know his reason for this, and he said,
Out of life, my family is different from what I do. We work in a very slippery environment, and because I know the dangers involved, personally, I know what I go through to be able to do comedy and do entertainment perfectly. I do not want any of my family members to go through what I've been through. And so I separated that. When I'm in the public, I'm in the public. At least I should retire home to where I will not be seen as an entertainer, but as a husband and as a father. So I created 2 worlds for my life. I have the Godwin, I have Godwin, I have Godons. So when I'm in the public, I'm Godons. When I'm home, I'm Godwin. That's very comfortable with me, and that's God has been using to help me. So the arrows that people shoot at me, by the grace of God, I try as much as possible to handle them myself. So I don't want that to go to the family, because that's a foundation for me. That's a place of rest. That's a rehoboth for me. So when I'm done with everything I have to do, I should go to a place where I release, where I recoup and I refresh. And that's why I separate my family from my work. That's exactly what I did. You see here, all this smell and this crash now, that devil is a liar. And this lady came to me with that amazing voice I will never forget in my life. She said, Godons, are you lost? I said, yeah, it seems, yeah. He said, can I offer you my apartment for the evening? When I know the Chris, when I hear offer apartment for the night, everything about this worry boy responded to stimuli. I say, all die, not die. So far you get where you stay, I will stay with you. Let's move.